first time in Rome, I happened to walk into the library and I was fulminated when picking up by chance Butler's Lives of the Saints. It took me right back to late childhood, early adolescence, when I picked that up in the Central Library in Cardiff. Little did I know that it was a bomb. Looking for some kind of evidence that God could be proven to exist, I thought maybe these saints would have something to say or do or perform. And quickly I went, starting at A, and skipped fairly quickly initially over Anthony of Padua, but some detail happened to catch my eye, and only months later became a niggling thought. It was the fact that he'd converted a Jew, and that the instrument of the conversion had been a mule. But then the whole thrust of Butler's Lives of the Saints became more and more that of God operating in a specifically Catholic ethos and language. There were miracles precisely like that, making God out to be a Catholic, and that was uncomfortable, because these miracles were indicating that dogma was being approved and witnessed to. That we didn't have as Baptists. And so it led to moving over, crossing the Tiber. And then, years later, I found myself in Rimini, where the mule had knelt before the Blessed Sacrament. Dumb creature, adore your God. Well, it had the same effect as it had on the Jew. But also the whole of that grace-filled series of books by Tom Butler, those Lives of the Saints, were powerful pages, sparking youth with ideals and hopes, rather actually as found by chance Ignatius of Loyola. He had to have time in convalescence, give me something to read. He was hoping for something of the military order, where he'd given his life, looking for glory perhaps therein. But then he found that he was being sparked and warmed when he found Lives of Saints. And that, of course, led to the largest order in the church being born. There were 35,000 a few years ago. St. Anthony too belonged to a great army, and if one puts all the branches of Franciscans together, they are probably the most numerous. So, first of all, the power of a book. These Lives of the Saints, found again in Rome. Texts. Rereading the pages of Butler's Lives that converted me to Catholicism. These are the sounds resounding from afar upon the patient page that quietly holds yesterday's sweet voice. These letters are the wires, the same, through which once silently a mighty message came. These are the prints wherein truth placed his feet and left a word. Not of a loudness bellowed, but shed hints, all of a tingle gathered, where thoughts stirred. O thought, all naught, yet of all wrought the source. I hear again thy coming, humming close to mine own kernel's knowing. This soft force was all that bade me shift. This little dose of light upon a night showed me my home hard by an ancient cloud, where youngsters roam. This is the place where happened the miracle that in adolescence made me think. Dumb beast that taught the world without a word, the word to heed, therewith to bend the knee. 'Twas this thine inward thinking that I heard, this thy clear vision that I once did see, through gazing on a page, wherein the age of reason ceased to be, for all was said. Good mule that altered more than any sage. In this thy strangest greeting of strange bread, 'twas but a day like this that came this way. All days with but a nay for A to bend. And now I see, blessed preacher, that thy bray a volume of hid sermons here did end, and that a little particle would hold enough to groom a shepherd for the fold. St. Anthony's blessing. May the Lord bless you and take you into his keeping. May he show you his countenance and take pity on you. May he turn his eyes towards you and give you his peace. For all the saints who from their labours rest, worthy by faith before the world confessed, thy name, O Jesus, be forever blessed. Alleluia, and the might, down on the captain in the well-fought fight. Thou in the darkness cheer the one true light. Alleluia, alleluia. Oh, may thy soldiers faithful, true and bold fight as the saints who nobly fought of old, and win with them the victor's crown of gold. Alleluia, alleluia. Oh, blessed communion, fellowship divine, we feebly struggle, they in glory shine, yet all are one in thee, for all are thine. Alleluia, alleluia. And when the strife is fierce, the warfare long, steals in the air the distant triumph song, and hearts are brave again and arms are strong. Alleluia, alleluia. The golden evening brightens in the west, soon, soon to faithful warriors come at rest. Sweet is the calm of paradise the blessed. Alleluia, alleluia. But lo, there breaks a yet more glorious day. The saints triumphant rise in bright array. The King of